The Cellcast is recorded in front of a live streaming audience.
Hello and welcome to another episode of The Cellcast.
And we're back, baby!
Joining me tonight, after a very emergency hiatus, is the man who, well, he just wants some candy. Welcome, Jacob.
Candy. Be like, I don't think I would go as much as Ernest to work into a candy store by the help of a little mouse.
Yeah.
Breaking and entering.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, let's do that.
I have an opinion on that later.
Yeah. Yeah, so why you think you let me use our co-host, a man who has floated the tides of trouble and has come on the other side unscathed and now has a new best friend.
See,
welcome, Kurt.
The way you were starting off into that, I was like,
Sound like a
floated the waves of trouble, and in a way he made it double. And going into the whole Team Rocket thing.
Team Rocket's rocking on the go.
I didn't watch Pokemon.
I know,
so.
but I mean, let's face it. Every year, every week, we were quoting their phrase along with them. Those of us who watched the show.
Yeah.
Also, that voice you're hearing. Also joining us tonight is the young woman who paid for this episode, and we were very happy to be able to actually get it in before we started getting into the bad movies. But she is joining us because she likes to draw. Welcome, ArtsieSteph. My brain is...
Ew.
Stephanie.
Did you see Stephanie?
Stephanie Russell.
Yes, that's me. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for coming on, Steph. Be like, we appreciate it.
Indeed.
And
thank you for paying the money in order to make us review this
You're
movie.
so
Not that this is
welcome.
actually much of a make in this sense.
No, it's not. It was a joy.
This was one we just had not heard of before.
No, it was on our
or at least
radar.
I hadn't. I can't speak for
That
Jacob.
was the reason why I wanted you guys to see it, because like I love it so much and it's super niche. So
Fair,
I wanted you
fair,
to enjoy
fair.
it.
So,
Animation's a little slept on sometimes, so
yeah.
Fair.
So why don't we go ahead and get into our spoiler-free thoughts.
Certified fresh and spoiler-free.
On Ernest and Celestine. I guess I should say the name of the movie. Steph, why don't you go ahead and give us your spoiler-free thoughts on this film? Why did you pick this film for us to watch?
Well, I picked this film because it's just one of those animation projects where it's a family movie, but it doesn't talk down to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
It's just sweet, and I know people use it a lot, but whimsical. I have likened it very much to Ghibli projects where it's just all about like childhood whimsy and stuff, but it's fun. But the biggest part is the art style.
Mm-hmm.
It's just gorgeous.
All right. Jacob, what are your spoiler-free thoughts?
My spoiler-free thoughts. I was thinking about some of my dislikes, and I was like, oh yeah, because my wife said this, she wanted me to, bring that up.
Oh.
Yeah, so my wife has a dislike. So, this film was a right at a left corner for me.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what in the world? I was like, one, how do you pronounce that? Two, where is this? What is this from? And I was like, okay, it's artsy, so it's gotta be something artsy and whimsical. And she was not kidding.
Mm-hmm.
So, I had seen an advertisement for this, and I knew it was a French film, but it kind of just went and gone. I didn't hear about it again until, last week. Or I'd seen it on the docket, and I was like, huh. I've never heard of this. And then I started watching this. Oh yeah, this reminds me. And oh my gosh, I was blown away.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you use this, the very rough kind of pencil style with a watercolor background, and just the characters and the depth of their connection with each other
mm-hmm.
is just beautiful. And I absolutely love this film. It was a diamond in the rough of a film that I am now very, very tempted to find the Blu-ray
You can get it. That's how I have it. That's how I watch
okay.
it. So you
Nice.
can buy it.
Yeah, so be like annoy my wife with more physical media.
I apologize, Ashley. Not that I had anything to do with this particular
No.
one, but I apologize.
No. Be like it's one of those films I would love to pick up on physical media. And I know there's some people. It's like, well, you can always stream it. It's like, well, streaming rights go away.
Streaming rights go away, and the quality is never as good as physical media. It's
Exactly.
just a simple case of it.
Exactly. So I feel like I adore this film. This is a wonderful little treasure. And thank you again, Steph, for gifting us with this for a Patron back.
Mm.
I'm so happy you like it. So happy.
So yeah, this is my first viewing of the film, and I had not heard of it at all until Artsy brought it up for us to review. And I'm going, Ernest and Celestine. The only Ernest I'm aware of saved Christmas, was scared stupid, went to camp, and then went and voiced Slinky Dog on Toy Story.
No Weaver.
Yeah,
That's right.
it's the same guy. But this is not that Ernest. So I had no idea what I was in for going into this, other than I had seen the picture, I think, on IMDb when I looked it up, because I wanted to make sure I was spelling Ernest correctly.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I've misspelled Ernest every time I've written it down. But, except I double-checked it for the video title. So,
I had to double check how to spell it.
With
Yeah.
the French, but it's the right spelling.
Yeah. And then I saw the cover art for the album art for this, and I thought, they get arrested? This doesn't fit what my visuals for what
Your
this thing was
perception
from
of
that
the
other
film.
image, because the other image was like, oh, a mouse and a bear having fun times together, yay! And then you get to this other one, and they're in jail. They're getting their
It's
mugshots.
mugshots.
What
Too much
is
fun.
what-
Too much fun.
I need context, because these two things aren't fitting. What's going on? Are they thieves? Kind of. So I had no idea really what I was in for. And once it got started, I was in the middle of trying to clean stuff up here as I was watching the film. So there were times where I had to stop and go and watch for a couple minutes, and then go and move something here, find cables, because I was trying to hook the computer up, because I had to be able to. I was trying to get everything as much as I could set up before I went on the singles retreat. I just got back from earlier today, because I knew I was going to have a short turnaround today.
Yeah, you're telling me you give a report on that at some point.
Yeah, it was good. But
It was good. Okay, from my past experiences, most singles retreats are amazing. They're fun. Definitely, if you're like a certain friend of ours who recently got married, Carrie, made it a blast. But
short version.
Okay,
It was fun. However, you weren't there. Carrie wasn't there.
fair.
And the energy level was lower.
Oh, okay.
That's not a bad thing. It's just that's a fact. The energy level was lower.
Oh, okay, fair. So you're saying that I need to go next year?
I told you to get to hide in the van from Ashley, and we'd as a stowaway, and we'd get you there. But no, you had to work today.
I was like, well, I could have said, hey, Ashley, I gotta go somewhere. We go to the retreat. Bye. She'd be like, what? Okay, free weekend for me.
Coming back home
I will say,
oh my god,
I will say this out there, because hey, if this particular company wants to sponsor us, we will take your money. If you are in the Broken Bow Hochatown area of Oklahoma around Beaver's Bend Lake, go and eat at the Grateful Head Pizza Oven. It is very good pizza, and their logo is a beer. Half bear, half deer.
I saw that.
Yes.
That was so funny.
But it is very good pizza. It is hard rock themed, which is very interesting when you're in a church group. Not that we didn't all just accept it.
Hollywood, no!
Avert your eyes.
You burn your eyes, now it'll turn you to the dark side.
Yeah, and
unclean.
Oh my gosh!
But I will say, give them time to actually finish widening that road, because good night, all the tourists in Hochatown this weekend, you it took us 20 minutes to go 10 miles.
I'm not surprised.
Because it's just like stop and go traffic. It was like being in Dallas at rush hour.
But in a small town.
Where there were no turns.
Oh gosh. It's all
They don't have
it's one road, and every business in Ho Chi Town is on this road.
Oh, okay.
So, and
I get it.
and there are 3 lights. None of them are where any businesses are.
Oh,
They're all to get into the state park.
Oh, wow.
Gotcha.
So, sorry. I forget one of those lights was technically for the Indian casino.
Ah.
The big Indian casino.
I got you.
So, Choctaw Indian Casino. I should be nice. They technically don't like being called Indians. My apologies. The
Native
Choctaw
American.
Tribes Casino.
Cool.
They're very rich. Anyway.
They're very rich.
I just say, as big as that
imagine.
as nice as that building was, I saw from the road, it's like, oh yeah, y'all got money.
Or they invested a lot of money.
Very much investment.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're taking the white man's money. But okay, I am cutting that. That is for patrons.
So good.
March in, you're welcome. Because that sounded worse than I meant it to.
Oh my gosh, now I have a really bad song from Peter Pan going in my head.
Me too. I was
Coming next year, because I'm still trying to figure out how we've not done half of the Disney catalog.
How did we both think of that song at the exact
Because
same
it's
time?
Because it's the one Disney's ashamed of.
Fair. Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyways, yeah.
Ernest and Celestine. It's a great movie. If you're wondering to know if your kids should watch it, they should. It's a fun movie.
Definitely.
There's no bad language. There's one slight bit of questionable morals I'll bring up later about theft, but you do what you have to do.
Right.
So, yeah, those are my spoiler-free thoughts on Ernest and Celestine. Why don't we go ahead and jump into the spoiler-filled section of our review of the film? The following is a spoiler-filled review for the film Ernest and Celestine. Listener discretion is advised.
I just want teeth!
Chung chung.
Wow. This puts the Tooth Fairy in a new light. Apparently it's a mouse. I never thought of that before.
Yeah.
Can I segue just for 1 second?
Sure,
That makes
sure.
no sense. The fact that their entire society, mouse bad, Tooth Fairy is mouse white?
Yeah, that's an interesting thing.
Huh.
I don't get it.
All right.
That's all.
Ernest and Celestine was directed by Stefan. Oh, sorry, I said that wrong. Stefan
Not the Stephanie.
Auber and Vincent Pitar, who also directed a film called A Town Called Panic, and Benjamin Renner, who directed Migration.
Oh, okay.
It was written by Daniel Pinnock, or Pignac. It's French. I'm probably mispronouncing it. And it's based,
apologies beforehand.
and is based on the book by Gabrielle Vincent.
Ah, okay.
Getting into the cast, and this is the English cast. We've got Ernest, played by Forrest Whitaker, who played Zuri in Black Panther, and Saw Gerrera in Star Wars, the live-action ones anyway. Celestine, played by Mackenzie Foy, who played Murph in Interstellar.
Oh.
The Grey One, played by Lauren Bacall, who played Bond Rogers in The Shootist, starring John Wayne.
Oh, okay.
I
We
love
need to
that
do
movie.
some more John Wayne movies on here, I'm just saying.
Yes. Yeah,
The Rat Judge was played by Paul Giamatti, who played a character named Chet in Turbo, which was the Racing Snails movie.
Oh, okay.
That one.
The Dentist was played by William H. Macy.
Oh, of course. This
And-
movie is in everything.
Yeah, and he played Jerry Lundegaard in Fargo. Lucine, a.k.a. the bear
Oh, yeah.
dentist, was played by Megan Mullally, and she played Pebbles Flintstone in a Flintstone Family Christmas.
Oh, cute.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
In the 90s.
Oh, okay. Got you.
she's not the original Pebbles.
No, I know that.
No, I'm sure she.
Georges, the candy store owner, who is also the wife of the bear dentist. Boy, that's a racket.
Yeah,
was
you're
played
not
by
kidding.
and it seems perfectly it makes perfect sense that he'd be played by Nick Offerman, aka Ron Swanson in Parks and Rec. That sounds like the kind of business deal he'd get involved with.
Candy?
And taking the teeth afterwards. Double dipping.
Mm-hmm.
Fair. Yeah.
Lastly, the Bear Judge was played by Jeffrey Wright, who played Lieutenant Gordon in The Batman.
Oh, okay.
The one with what's his name?
Michael Reeves movie?
Batman.
No.
Oh,
the one with
Cartoon.
Sparkleback, yeah.
Sparkleback.
Can't think of the guy's name.
Robert Pattinson.
Thank you.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know the worst vampire who took 20 years to turn into a bat.
I was thinking of the Batman, the cartoon series.
Oh, yeah.
Right,
From
right.
like
That's why
the
I
mid
did
2000s.
No, this is the movie, The Batman.
Movie,
Yeah.
The Batman.
The Matt Reeves film that was 3 hours
I
long.
liked his. It was good.
With the worst Riddler, in my opinion.
But the best penguin.
People like the Penguin.
Penguin,
I'll
yeah.
get that.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts connections. How many of y'all think we have?
I think 2.
I'll go with, I can't judge him because I can see the screen. I can't judge on that because he's a clever bear.
I've been clever longer than you paid attention.
Oh, I'm aware. Thinks he's so
man.
clever. 4.
Jacob, you are the closest, but you didn't get it.
Ah.
The answer, my friend, is 5.
Oh, okay.
Really?
I was thinking like somewhere in between, like me and Steph, there has to be something. It's
Yeah.
like,
I thought there was going to be goose egg. So
I thought it was me like 1.
There
I was
was
like, so let's go high bar.
Well,
and
there was a possibility of it being 6, but I went ahead and eliminated that one because it was a casting director that happened to be involved in both.
Oh,
so since I mostly focus on cast, not
fair.
But that's
crew.
cool though to know that they even had a director similarity. That's neat.
So, and I'll tell you, most of these are additional voices for this movie. So, Suzanne Blakesley was additional voices in this. And in Kingdom Hearts, she was Maleficent, the Twilight Town computer, and Lady Tremaine.
Oh,
you know what's funny?
In other words, evil stepmother and evil fairy.
I know specifically one of the voices she did was when Celestine was running through the place and accidentally knocked a lady in the back who had fondue. I can hear it.
Mm-hmm.
I can hear Maleficent doing that. Where you going, young lady? Cool. Okay. I like being able to pick them out.
Bob Joles, who did additional voices here, was Sneezy in Kingdom Hearts. David Boat was the voice of the chief of Bear Police in this movie, and he plays Alias and Lexius in Kingdom Hearts. Those are 2 Kingdom Hearts original characters.
Oh, okay.
So, I just said they're 2 characters. That's not technically true, but we're going to move on.
It's Kingdom Hearts shenanigans.
One day I will return to actually explaining that thing. Joe Ockman, my apologies, played the rat lawyer in this, and he's Jiminy Cricket in Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's cute.
Nice.
Lastly, Amy Bocher was additional voices in this and plays Olette in Kingdom Hearts, which is another Kingdom Hearts original character.
Okay.
From the longest intro in the series. But, well, yeah. And that's all the Kingdom Hearts connections I got.
Right.
What do we got in info and stuff, Jacob?
All right. Info and stuff. IMDb has a 7.8 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes is a 98 for its reviewer score. And audience score is an 89. So it'd be like fairly in between each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like it's an overall good movie, and like apparently the reviewers enjoyed it more than the audience for some weird reason. If you want to watch it, it's available on Tubi. If you want to purchase it, I believe it's on Amazon. I believe.
I think so.
Yeah, I didn't get them. Be like there's parts of the info and stuff I got done, but then I looked at it right now and it's like I'm missing like 1 or 2 things, so I got that done fixed. But I didn't get that. So if you want to go look that up, find it, great. Send it to me. Great. So production was La Parte Productions. Amaris? I'm going to butcher these names. I apologize.
A lot of French companies worked on this.
A lot of French companies on this.
Yeah.
Let's be fair. I'm going to be fair to my friend Jacob here. You don't have to try to pronounce all these names.
Because I
looked at the list of production names on the front, which scared me at first. Because usually when you see that many production companies involved, you go, "Oh no, something bad is here."
Yeah, usually like an indie. Usually
yeah.
Oh yeah.
So if you want to say Studio Canal and move on, I will not hurt.
It is Studio Canal.
Yeah, Studio Canal was the one who
main producer.
Yeah, they were the main producer, and they're the ones who also distributed it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so going into distribution, Studio Canal in France distributed this, and here in the United States in 2013, G-Kids released it.
Okay, that must be
so it should be available in most places where you can purchase movies. Let's see, its runtime is 80 minutes. Its release date was on May 23rd, 2013, the Cannes Film Festival. It was released in France on December 12th. 2013 France, 2019, December 19th in Belgium. And I think it was released a year later here in the United States.
Gotcha.
So the box office had an estimated budget of $9,600,000. That's in French. I don't know what the
Euros.
Euros,
it's euros.
Euros
I want to say like bonds or something like that. No, but it's French, but it's euro. Euro. But anyways, let's see. Its opening weekend for the United States and Canada was 13,000 and some change on March 2nd, 2014. Its domestic gross for here in the United States was $262 and change $1,000, and its international gross was $8.1 million. So it didn't really do that well, but again, these films would be like they grow in popularity because they're what's the word?
Like the distribution.
Distribution with streaming and like home video release, and like some of these films turn into like cult classics. So be like, if people will actually catch on to this film and be like, people might they might listen to our episode, go find it.
Wouldn't that be cool?
That would be cool.
I would love that. That would make me so happy.
Like, what would be the cool thing is be like, by the end of the year, be like, people is like, oh my gosh, I never heard of this film. And they go find it, they listen to us, and they go find it, and it's like, okay, it's a cult classic, thanks to the Cellcast. Yes, we're actually
people know who we are!
Yeah, we're actually notice me!
Notice me, senpai.
Oh, Jiminy Crickets.
Oh.
You're welcome.
Home release. Ernest and Celestine film was released on Blu-ray and DVD here in the United States on June 17th, 2014 by G-Kids and Cinedigma Entertainment. Cinedigm. Thank you. Cinedigm. Because it's spelled...
The only reason I know that...
it's a D-I-G-N.
Right. The reason I know that is because every time I go to watch...
Cinedigm. That makes sense.
I go to the movie theater, you know, the projector... No, the projectors are at Times Square.
Yeah.
We're all bought from Cinedigm.
Oh, okay. They're all Cinedigm.
So at the beginning, there's always the Cinedigm thing. But I always joked he's called it Cinedigum. So then you said Cinedigum. It's like, oh, wait, I know what you're talking about. Because I've joked about this before. Cinedigum. A new paradigm in Cinedigum.
I love it.
Oh my gosh.
The rain is now coming sideways outside.
Oh, fun.
I can hear it, but I get to actually kind of watch it, which is kind of neat.
Nice.
I don't have to be in it.
As long as it doesn't come through the window, we're good.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. So, besides Cinedegum Entertainment, there's also been a late home video release of the other version of the film, such as Ernest and Celestine trip to Gelgoropa. I'm gonna butcher that.
It's a sequel, isn't it?
It's a sequel
Italian.
film.
Yeah, it was a sequel.
It's a sequel film, and they had a series come out.
I'm wondering if where they go in the second one is like where the cats are in this universe.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
It would
That
be
would
nice
be fun.
to see other animals.
Yeah,
because it is that this will come up later, but it's like it is really weird. There's like two sentient animal races.
Yeah.
In this movie.
All right, and also this film was released on September 1st, 2003. Let's see. Obviously, I just mentioned the sequel. And that came out in 2003 in France. It came over here in 2003 here in the States. So, yeah, that is all I have for info and stuff.
All right. Getting into the summary. Celestine is a young mouse who lives in the underground world of rodents. At the orphanage where she lives, the caretaker, known as the Grey One, tells scary stories about the evil nature of the bears that live in the outside world, though Celestine doubts that they are entirely true. She loves to draw, but must soon study dentistry, since that's what all rodents do. And to prepare, she must travel above ground to collect the lost teeth of a cub from underneath pillows. On one such occasion, the bear family catches Celestine in the act and chases her into a trash can where she is trapped and spends the night. The next morning, a destitute and starving grizzly bear named Ernest discovers Celestine and attempts to eat her. Celestine convinces him to let her go by helping him break into the basement of a candy shop, where he can eat his fill. He is soon caught by the store's owner, however, and arrested. Celestine, who is behind on her quota of collected teeth, agrees to free him from the police wagon if he will help her break into and rob the teeth from the office of the store owner's wife, who happens to be a dentist. Although the robbery initially seems successful, the pair soon find themselves being pursued by the police forces of both the rodent and bear cities. They manage to evade capture by stealing a van and escape to Ernest's remote cabin. Ernest is initially reluctant to allow Celestine to stay with him, but they begin to bond after he discovers her love of art. He reveals to her that he is currently He reveals to her his current destitution is a result of his rejection of his family's plan for him to go into law like his ancestors, due to his desire to become an entertainer. The two spend the winter happily together, though their joy is somewhat dampened by the constant radio broadcast declaring that both police forces are still searching for them, as well as how civil unrest has become rampant around both of their homes, with the once submissive and complacent poor now rising up against their upper-class oppressors. In the spring, the police are able to track the stolen van to the cabin. That's not entirely true. The cabin kind of crashed down into the city, but that's neither here nor there. Ernest is arrested by the rodents and Celestine is arrested by the bears. Both are simultaneously put on trial in the main floor and basement of the same courthouse, though each of them protests their unfair treatment along with the government's bias and prejudice, as well as refusing to sell out their respective companion. The furious judges refuse to listen. Ernest and Celestine then call the judges and the rest of the higher class out on their cruelty to the lower class common folk. During the proceedings, a fire is accidentally started in the courthouse, and while the rest of the citizens flee despite the furious judges' demands to stay, Ernest and Celestine each stay behind to rescue their respective judges. The judges are both humiliated and broken that their people, the ones they thought they could always rule, abandoned them to save their own lives, while the ones they sought to wrongfully punish them are their saviors. Having truly admitted defeat in their own hearts, the shameful judges drop the charges against them and have no other choice but to grant them their wish to remain living together. All the while, the judges express their inability to comprehend the concept of unconditional bonds and can only watch along with the shaken populace of each place as the courthouses burn to the ground. Reunited in Ernest's cabin, the pair decide to write and illustrate a book telling the story of their friendship, though with some embellishments after Celestine protests, including the part of their meeting where Ernest attempted to eat her. Getting into the trivia. In the little bear's room that Celestine finds her way into toward the beginning of the movie, there is a poster for the director's previous film, A Town Called Panic. This is Lauren Bacall's final film before she passed away on August 12th, 2014.
Wow.
In the English version, the couple who owns the candy shop and tooth shop, George and Lucine, are played by the real-life couple of Nick Offerman and Megan Mullally.
How cute.
In a few scenes where Celestine is drawing, she actually uses her left hand, so she's a left-handed artist.
Oh.
And that's all the trivia I've got.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
So, Steph, what's your first like for this film?
Definitely the entire watercolor aesthetic. I love it so much. I love being able to see like the brush strokes and everything, the textures of it. I like the way that they use the line art for all the characters, because like that's one thing I've done, because I've worked in watercolor, and being able to bring out those nice bold lines and have everything else kind of be soft and stuff. I especially like it when they use it to demonstrate what it's like between winter to spring, and how like the watercolor kind of moves and shapes, and then it just splashes. It's so pretty. I love it. And I it's a film. I think maybe that's why I like it so much. It's a film that I could see myself wanting to make.
Okay.
Get it.
I like it a lot. Oh, you guys?
Jacob, what's your first one?
Mine kind of goes along the same lines as Steph with the animation, and like the animation's so crisp. It has this more like it has like a rough texture to it, because it's the line work they do with it has more like a rough pencil style, but it has the same kind of brush strokes. But then it has this beautiful acrylic background, which makes it so like tangible and like just tactile. And because it'd be like when it opens up, it's Celestine drawing what's going on, and like everybody going around her. And I have a very interesting story about that, because that happened to me once when I was a kid. And a really quick story. So it's Celestine. She's drawing a bear, and the bear is holding a mouse. And I remember when I was a kid, I was in school one day. Very like Celestine, except I wasn't in a nunnery. Or an orphanage. It was an orphanage. But I remember I was in school, and the most times I got in trouble was I was drawing too much. And so this is one of those days where it'd be like I'm paying attention, but I'm also drawing. So I'm looking over, and there's a street, and there's a house right across the street. And I'm sitting there just drawing the house. And my teacher would be like, Jacob, put your pencil down and pay attention. I am paying attention. Because I'm like, whatever she says, I'm be like, okay, whatever, I'm doing this. And so before I know it, I hear the teacher, and then all of a sudden I hear my entire class is around me watching me draw this. And so I can remember to this day, my teacher picks this up, they're like, you drew this. She looks it up. Comparison to the house, it looks like the house. Be like, you drew this. This is third grade. And I'm like, and I think later at the end of the school year, my teacher at the time, I think it was Miss Harris, I believe. She told my mom with a straight face, be like, your son could drop out of school down and do art for a career. I'm like, I love it. I'm going to get a degree first, let me graduate first. But yeah, I totally get that, people surrounding you. But this movie is brilliantly animated. I was like, I've never seen something like this before. Like its approach, style, its technique, and it's like obviously it's done in CG, but there was a part of me that really wished it was in pencil. Like you have all these pencil underlines, because that would have been really cool. Yeah. But I feel like I enjoyed the mess out of this movie. There was so much just to look at, and the backgrounds. Definitely the mouse world. Right? The mouse world. Be like, I'm looking at like what the artistic, what do the art sheets look like? What do the design sheets look like?
We need an art book for this.
Yes, for sure. Yes. If there is one, be like, that'd be amazing.
Look online. Because I'm gonna send it to you if they do.
Okay, well, I appreciate it. Just like the layout of the worlds and how it's designed. I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to get there at some point where I can design a world and it's believable. Because Celestine's going into the dentistry and the big massive door, and I was like, wait a minute, there's a little bit. Yeah. That's clever. I was like, why do you have a big door? You're mice. Mice and rats. But But it was just so genius.
Well,
how
you need to be able to get Ernest in the back of that orphanage somehow.
That is true.
They
So
had
everything's
to.
got big doors for some reason. So
Big doors and little doors.
that brings up a good point. Be like, so
Were
if they
there
have
big
really
animals before?
yeah, exactly. Did they cohabitate beforehand, and did they have a split after that? Now it just makes me think. It's like, okay, so be like design wise and everything. My first is like hammering everything that's gorgeous and lush about this film. It's so great, and like again, highly recommend. Go find this film. Go buy it on physical media and just show the movie love, and maybe it'll become a cult classic at some point. What's your first like?
I'm gonna join y'all in this topic of the art style being my first like.
It's so good.
Now what's interesting I noted is that Steph approached it from the watercolor side.
Mm-hmm.
Jacob approached it from the art side, the line art side.
Yeah.
I'm approaching it from the fact that this thing looks like it could be a children's book. The illustrations off the children's book.
It does.
And so
the design is definitely.
So I'm coming at it from a publishing side, I guess.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
But
sure.
I appreciate the fact that this looked like it was the animation from the book, the art style from the books.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. I haven't actually gone and looked up the books.
Yeah, the art style is dead on.
Yeah, it looks
from
right.
the books.
It looks like how I would expect it to.
Yeah,
but it
I
just
think
looks
the
like it's.
last frame of the movie is one of the images of the book.
It
Yeah,
wouldn't
it is.
surprise me.
I
In
think
fact,
it is.
I have a theory. The version that they're writing at the end of the movie, is that the actual book?
I don't know.
Probably. I bet it is.
That could be.
So,
It's like, yeah, this is our story, but this is really what happened.
that's kind of what
Exactly.
kind of what I was guessing from a world building perspective. But
Mm-hmm.
I like how this looks like it's being animated like right off the pages of one of those nice children's art storybooks, like you would used to read to your child at night of a certain age. It's gorgeous art. It fits everything perfectly. It reminds me a little bit, strangely enough, of My Neighbors the Amadas.
Oh, yeah.
Although that's a slightly different art style because that was more of a newspaper comic strip style art style than this.
Yeah.
But it's it's literally that. It's eschewing like animation art style that everyone uses. You know what I mean? It's eschewing that and going with, we're just going to match the source material as close as we can. That's what I like about it. Because honestly, putting in I can't even imagine how they animated this on a frame per frame basis. Because this, I guarantee you, the art, the whatever program they used to illustrate it, I'm assuming Toon Boom, but don't quote me. I don't think it's designed to animate in this style, but they did such a good job with it. I'm interested to see more of this.
Me too.
Agreed.
Oh, you know what? Segue. They actually made another, I think it's from the same art house. They made another, and I don't know if it's the Town Called Panic one. They made another, animated, movie, but it was a series of vignettes with more talking animals.
Oh, okay.
Because I know specifically I've seen shorts of one where it was like, a fox who stole some chickens, and they were trying to steal them, and they ended up being like, "Oh, you're our mommy," and he raises the chicken, stuff like that. Well, more cute little stuff.
Yeah.
But it's the same style. So, just reminded me of that.
No
There's
worries.
more
No worries.
stuff.
Steph, what is your second like for the film?
My second like is definitely the music. I love the music so much. It's like, how do I even describe it? It's, I don't want to use whimsical again, but it's got so much personality. It describes what's going on in each scenario, does amazing segues. It has so many kind of like childlike instruments, like you hear like the glockenspiel when they do the do-dip-dip-dip-dip-dip. And the fact that Ernest is such a good musician, he does the violin, he has drums, he has piano.
He can be a one-man band.
He can be a one-man band when the police don't take his stuff. And that entire scene where they use the music to describe winter turning into spring.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had that in my head before, where I close my eyes and I listen to music and I kind of imagine like a little scene going on. It's exactly like it. And it's really good. Trying to think. And plus it's just fun. It's just cute and it just gets stuck in your head.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I remember what was it? The last little thing at the end where they have like the French song where they're just kids and the guy singing. It's just so cute. I love it. I love it.
Jacob?
I feel like my second like would be more the heartfelt story in this movie. It's two people that are completely misunderstood, and or they want to be something that everybody else expects them to be. They have this desire to be something different.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd be like, it's not more of like this rebel, kind of character, but it's two characters who find each other and they find they find a purpose within themselves to do something different that break the mold of what they've been told to do.
And it's a found family, right?
Yeah, it's a found family kind of story, and it's got this heartfelt where these two characters are bonding over each other, and it's not this typical they're falling in love with each other, but it's more of they're becoming friends. Mm-hmm. They're becoming kind of like you said, like a found family, a second family.
Yeah.
And
she's like his daughter, basically.
Yeah, like his daughter. Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Kind of like a father and daughter thing. And I love it where Celestine is literally begging at the door, be like, I have nowhere else to go. Be like, and they very begrudgingly start living together, mm-hmm. and it's just like over time they sort of become this family, and mm-hmm. I really enjoy it. And they, by the end of it, be like, yeah, they're kind of having to being tried for their crimes, and they're not gonna snitch on each other. Mm-hmm. And I just love the heartfelt moments where these two characters are just, they really do care about each other. And it's not this, it's not going for the romantic thing like everything else does. It's going for this, kind of like a father-daughter
kind
relationship.
Of a brother-sister thing.
Yeah, like a brother-sister thing. I know like at the very end it's more like, how are we going to play this story to where it's not as, like, bad? It's like, oh, yeah, I just found you. Be like, you're like my daughter. It's like, I found it very sweet. Like, the moments where they're kind of connecting in the cabin, where it's like, he learns that she's an artist and he's a musician, and kind of trying to encourage each other in that. I totally get that from an artistic standpoint. But I just really, really enjoy the heartfelt moments. The moments where these two characters are bonding, mm-hmm. and again, like with more modern films, you don't have time to, sit down and actually get to know these characters. And be like, Celestine's her fears and his fears. Be like, he's a big bear. And they're like, he's not afraid. He's a bear. I'm like, of course he's afraid. Be like, you have the moment where Celestine's trying to steal the tooth from the bear cub. And that whole scene, I loved it because it was great because it showed the animosity they have for each other as species, and telling they're both afraid of each other. And it's like, oh, you're an outsider. No, you're the outsider. But
exactly.
I love the dynamics of the characters. I love their connection with each other. Mm-hmm. If it's more like a brother-sister thing or it's a father-daughter thing, it's just very sweet. It's a very sweet, very heartfelt.
I like when she's playing with the tadpoles, and she's like, hey, look at these weird fish. She's like, oh, I see him. Mm-hmm. Pretty much a conversation every dad has had.
Oh, yeah. That's what I kept thinking. Yeah. I was like, it's like, it's like, yeah, I've seen this a dozen times. It's like I'm a bored bear, and then the storm rolls in. Mm-hmm. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. Oh, the storm looks like a monster.
Oh yeah, because it was more his grief or his conscience to like what I just did. Mm. And I love that visual psychological thing where it's his guilt of what he's done is coming upon him, even though he doesn't know it. I never thought
of it that way.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it's brilliant visual like storytelling. Mm-hmm. It's like definitely with that storm. I just thought about that and it's like, whoa, that's good. and they go down to the basement, and she turns on the radio, and she's fearful, he's fearful, but it's like, hey, we'll be fine. But again, they both get caught. They're not going to snitch on each other, and they just be like they are going to rough it out because they're family. And I really enjoy that. So it's really good, and it's like, where's this been most of my life as a reviewer? Thank you again, Steph.
Oh, thank you. I'm so happy you like it so much.
So my second is the characters of Ernest and Celestine and the relationship they got. I'm a sucker for characters and relationships, because so many times it seems like that seems to be secondary to what at least a lot of American movies nowadays seem to pay how they're written. Right. Not always, but sometimes.
Yeah.
So seeing like two characters kind of, I hate to say it this way, but fall in love with each other in a familial sort of way, not a romantic sort of way. Because there is a little bit of, it was very interesting to watch, and I enjoyed seeing them becoming first just becoming friends and then becoming closer than friends without actually having to be romantic.
Yeah,
more familial, basically.
Yeah,
I enjoyed that the fact that at the end it's like, no, well, what we want above all else is to be with our friend and be able to live with him forever. That's all either one of us want.
Exactly.
And they have to give into it. And it's not that they're doing something, it's not a love story in the sense that it's a romantic love story. Mm-hmm. I'm fine with romantic love stories. I like romantic love stories as much as the next person, but not every love story is a romantic love. Sometimes it's a familial love, and as I'm getting older, I'm finding I'm more interested in familial love stories than I am romantic love stories.
Yeah.
In case you haven't figured it out, Spy Family. Though there's a romantic one forming in the background of that one, if y'all hadn't catch it.
Wink, wink.
No. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Season 3 is coming out in October. If anyone hadn't caught that news, so
I think the thing too is a lot of times familiar ones tend to be deeper in a way.
Yeah.
Because romantic stuff can happen spontaneously, but familial stuff, it's deep.
Romantic love is temporary. It's going to last a short amount of time, a couple months, maybe a year or two before. If it doesn't evolve into something deeper, it's just going to fade.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So
yeah, definitely for someone who recently got married a year ago, it's like I totally get it. I totally get it. You go from this I kind of like her. I think I'm falling in love with her. It's
maybe the word romantic there's the wrong term, but more sexually charged. Maybe I don't know.
Attraction.
I'm not using
attraction.
Attraction.
Yeah, that's a better one.
Yeah.
Attraction is closer.
Yeah, because there's more of this
and that's not what this is. This is not there's not a love triangle to have to deal with.
No,
there's not this drama that you have to work with. It's these two characters coming together, and the drama comes from the fact. Drama comes from the fact that the mice and the bears don't understand how two people from two different worlds could have a family relationship like this.
Yeah.
And the fact that they did actually steal from these two places, and there is a warrant out for their arrest.
Yes.
There is that. So that's where the drama comes. It doesn't come from, he loves her and she loves him.
And it's
but they're not the same. They're not the same. He and him, and it's a forbidden love, Romeo Juliet, that sort of thing. It's not that. It's his
Greatest Showman.
This is two friends whose relationship as friends becomes more like family.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that. I really like that.
I agree.
You don't see that as often anymore, unfortunately. I don't think it's as sellable from a marketing standpoint.
Yeah, that's true. People tend to go popcorn.
Yeah, they want a popcorn muncher or a cheesy romantic comedy.
And I'm all for a popcorn muncher, but I don't necessarily always want a romantic comedy, like you said. I do, if I'm going to watch something that's a sweet love story, I kind of like it where the love is not romantic. It's more like, we're slowly becoming a family, despite the fact we aren't related by blood in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Trying to be
that's
sweeter somehow.
yeah. That's my
I
second.
agree.
like for
That's
this one.
good work. It's very much like a sweet film. It's like
Mhm.
two people
Wholesome.
who wholesome. It's very wholesome.
Wow, wholesome.
Very, very
That's a good
wholesome.
word.
Very wholesome. Very loving
Mhm.
film. There's two people who come together as a secondary family or a maid family.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I really enjoy it. So now we gotta get into our dislikes.
We got dislikes.
Dun, dun, dun.
Steph,
Okay.
do you have a dislike?
Yeah, I actually have 2 dislikes.
Okay.
I know. One I got rid of because like that's just me being picky. But
Be
my-
picky.
We're all for picking the nits around here.
Well, I'll just say it real quick before I actually do my first one. It's just the dubbing. It's just sometimes because I'm so used to doing the usual original language and doing subs that sometimes
Fair.
when they have something where there's a lot of speaking or a lot of hemming and hawing, it's not the same language, so they can only do so much, which is fair. But so official first dislike though is the teeth and dentist stuff. Specifically, the teeth falling out.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it hurts.
Yeah.
Or when they twist the guy's into
The
bone.
teeth coming out? It looks like it hurts. How about the teeth going back in?
Yeah, the balls.
That makes my jaw hurt.
Especially when they put the screw edge around the end of that one
Yeah,
and they go.
sharpen it,
Ow.
and then- Yeah, no, that's not good. And then also, let's think about the fact that the kids are grabbing teeth from little bear cubs. They don't wash them.
Yeah, we don't see
there's
any
no
hygiene.
Also,
Not that mice are generally known for their hygiene.
That's true.
Fair.
Bear mice.
But the worst one is, to me, other than, I think the screwing is the worst, but the second worst is the shop where the lady sells the teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Do they try them on and put them back?
That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
Because this one guy just put it right in his face and said, "Oh yeah, I'll take it." Well, what happens when it doesn't
Yeah.
fit?
That's not
Like,
exactly how gums work.
You wrench it back out. You put it in the tooth polisher and put it back on the little shelf.
You put it in the pencil sharpener. You gotta grind it down a little bit.
No, I meant.
It's one of those things. She's like, you're not supposed to think about it too terribly hard.
Yeah.
I know, yeah, because it's just gross.
But yeah, I get it. It's like that.
You
There
hope
is
that
a
they
certain
buy
bit of
it.
nastiness about
There
how the teeth
really
are
is.
handled.
There really is. And at least they look nice, She has them in a shop and they're in their little cushion things, but it's like, but they're not gonna stay clean. Kind of gross.
I was watching this, and then this is not my dislike, but I'm just coming off of yours.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have dentures.
No.
They just throw people's teeth. It's like, why don't you just have dentures to kind of stick them up in there? I mean, that makes it harder on the rats, admittedly, because you're talking about the 2 incisors that have to deal with a lot of pressure, but...
Yeah.
I don't think putting a little screw thing and wrenching it up in there is going to be much better.
Yeah,
No, because it falls out and be like
the lady's tea and Lauren Bacall's tea.
Oh my gosh, that was so disturbing. Because you knew it was coming. I was like, oh my gosh, no!
It was
and then
wiggling.
she just jacks it back in there. It's like,
I honestly thought
Does that not burn?
oh.
You say that's chamomile tea.
Put it back in
You're telling me it's chamomile tea. I don't think it was chamomile tea.
No.
I think it was alcohol of some kind.
Probably.
She's drinking a nice golden wine of some kind.
or like a wine tea thing or something like that. The people do that.
Cider.
Beer.
Yeah, it's cider.
A French beer.
Yeah.
Pale ale.
It is French.
I don't know.
Chardonnay. But, yeah, so.
Champagne.
I honestly thought about that. I bubbled. I thought about saying, okay, there's going to be a dental phobia warning on this movie.
It literally made my teeth, my gums hurt. It's like, how?
That's why I
gosh.
can't do horror movies.
Yeah, it's got that horror vibes. And there's parts of the movie that's very horror-ish.
Yeah.
Specifically the teeth bits.
Yeah, the teeth and the when they're being sentenced and when they're being judged.
Oh gosh.
It's got this whole like very
That'll
horror
be
kind
part
of
of my
vibe.
next dislike.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Especially when you see
Especially once the
form
fire
mix-
starts.
Yeah, the fire starts, and when they're when
Oh, yeah, I
when you're
can
seeing
see
the
it,
executioner, it's like it's a big it's a mousetrap, and then a really really big mousetrap.
Mhm.
So ow, no.
But yeah, so that's my first dislike.
Jacob, what's your first?
So my first dislike isn't my dislike; it's my wife's.
Oh.
This is from Ashley, my lovely wife. So she sat down because we were trying. This was Saturday when we watched it, and so it was like, okay, we're gonna watch this for review. She's like, I really enjoyed this film, except for one thing. It's like, what is that? It's like they keep mispronouncing her name because in the very beginning, according to Ashley, being like, it's not Celestine, but it's Celexia. She's they hear she says, oh, it's Celexia. That's what she heard. I think I heard it in the very beginning when you first hear her name is her Celexia. But then they changed it to how do you pronounce her character's name?
Celestine.
Celestine. So be like her irritation was they don't keep her name right. Be like they say it one way in the very beginning of the film. It's like Celexia. But then they sell the Celestine
That could have
later
been
in the film.
Kid.
I'm wondering if
That
that's
could've
one
been
of the
a
other
kid
kids
kid.
though that they refer
Yeah,
to.
No,
they
it
may
wasn't.
not
It was
have
an
been
adult. It was an adult who said it.
Oh,
Now,
Lauren
granted,
Bacall?
it could have been like
Saying it to another kid.
but saying to another kid. It could have been like a voice slip where they just said the character's name wrong. But her emphasis was keep your name straight. Be like, I don't care if your character is purple or blue. Keep their name straight.
That's funny. I didn't hear that. So
I didn't
it's
either.
possible.
Yeah, because I can see where because I heard Celestine, but my wife heard this, so that was her gripe.
Interesting.
Yeah, so
I'm thinking it might have been Lauren Bacall specifically because I know she kind of had like a heavier.
Yeah.
yeah,
sounds,
that probably
so-
was it. That was probably it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to argue with my wife over
Oh,
it.
yeah, no.
Yeah, so it's like this was a direct dislike from my wife. That keep your name straight.
Sure. That's fair.
Yeah.
Keep your name straight, keep your pronunciation straight.
Exactly. You see, I don't know how many films we review where it's just like they mispronounce names all the time.
Or we do.
Or we do. I mean, like, we're
Anna, Anna.
whatever.
That's fair.
You like saying Star Trek instead of Star Trek.
Trek. I'd say either Star Trek, Star
Yeah.
Trek.
Yeah, coming from a Trekkie?
Yeah, we're not
Oh,
Trekkies.
I love Star Trek too. I love
Trekkies. Not Trekkies.
We're not
I love
Trekkies.
Star Trek
Trucker
too.
hat.
Trucker hat. But it's gonna depend, I think, what accent you have.
So
too, 'cause
few
someone
people
might-
actually going to get that joke.
Oh, I know. I don't
a lot
care.
will, but
Star Trek.
Sure,
that's an Animaniacs episode.
It is.
Where's my trucker hat?
I want a trucker.
My this
I
first,
want a trucker hat.
my first dislike for this film.
Go ahead.
If I can get
Breathe,
it
Fred,
together.
breathe,
If I can get it together.
Just breathe.
My first dislike for this film.
I did that on purpose. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
The sad part is
Sabotaged you.
that's
I'm
not the
sorry.
first High School Musical reference on this show.
Oh my gosh, you're not kidding.
Because I mentioned back when we were still talking about what we've been watching on a regular basis. There was one time where it's like, I finally sat down and tried to watch High School Musical. Guess what? I've not seen the rest of them. Because I couldn't get through the first one.
That's fair.
But
I'll
anyway,
let you go.
my first dislike for this film is the differences in sizes sometimes are not consistent.
Okay.
Okay.
There's a couple times where it feels like the mice are like waist high to the bears.
Mm-hmm.
A couple times that the mice are knee high to the bears.
Oh yeah, like
sometimes,
the pops going around.
sometimes it's even smaller. I mean, when they're trying to make Ernest look huge when he's in the orphanage, those mice are tiny in comparison to him.
Right.
They're
I get
babies.
that it's an artistic reason they're doing it a lot of times, but it was one of those things where I watched and go, oh look, he changed sizes again. How big are these mice? These aren't mice, these are rats.
I will only say
What
that
is the
those
secret of Nim?
Maybe.
They're supposed to be little kids.
Yeah. But even
That's
the
the
adults
only-
are not that much different. And Celestine herself, half the time when they're at Ernest's house, is waist high to him.
Yeah, that's true.
So
There's a lot of character. Be like, if you look at the character sheets, which I found them,
mhm.
they're interesting to look at. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just look at my Google and you can find them. But there's a lot of like you have Ernest, who's this titan of a bear, and everybody else is like, not even ankle high to him. But I totally see his perspective where it's like the character design, not design, but their height changes.
I get that it's an artistic choice in most cases.
Yeah.
But it's just I've seen so much where the minute you see the height of a character being inconsistent, it's like that was not intended. It just sticks out to me more.
Gogeta.
Gojira had nothing to do with it this time. Gojira's height differences have canon reasons.
Gogeta. I was saying Gojira, but I kept saying Gogeta. Yeah. Like, no, it's Vegeta. He just be like, it's over 9,000.
You realize now we need a Gogeta Godzilla crossover arc from you, right?
Yes.
And all you gotta do is put Saiyan hair on Godzilla.
Pretty much. Just have it be red, though. I think Vegeta's is red.
Yes.
Yeah, Vegeta.
Super Saiyan Rose.
Yeah, Super Saiyans are. Yeah.
Sorry, that's really
the
funny.
pink hair one.
It's pink hair. Well,
that fits Godzilla in Godzilla X Kong.
Yeah.
The last MonsterVerse one.
Yeah.
That's
what I kept thinking. I was like, wait, his scales go like, violet red.
Yeah.
They do, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of pinks and everything. Oh, okay, yeah.
Anyway.
Or like, you have this mashup where he's crushing and it's just Godzilla. It's over 9,000! Roar!
Gogeta.
Meanwhile, Rodan's going, what, 9,000?!
Oh, Rodan.
Or, maybe not Rodan, maybe Anguirus. But either way.
Or you get the abridged version, be like, dang it, be like, I had it upside down, it was over 9,000!
We're gonna have to do that at some point.
We are.
I don't know if
Second
Steph,
dislike,
your second dislike.
Okay. My second dislike, which I guess in a way is a compliment to the movie that makes me dislike it, is how in this society, if you do not do the things you are expected to do, we will chew you up and spit you out and possibly murder you. So, Ernest is poor and starving. He's making noise. Let's charge him and take away his stuff. Drawing? In our society? How dare you? You're gonna be a dentist?
You're doing art?
It's very much classism.
Yes.
Yeah. And she's like banished, basically. Oh, if you become friends with our sworn enemy because society, we will straight up kill you.
Yeah. Like, how dare you do something that goes against the norms of our most high society? Which I'll get into that in a minute.
How dare you fight against our systemic speciesism?
Yeah.
Pretty much through the entire basis of our society. Like, literally, what's the word?
It really says something when Zootopia is more accepting of all the different animals than this movie is.
When you think about it, you don't know what happened. There is a gopher and a hare in front of their dentist thing. Did they murder them? Like, what happened? Like, and we are only allowed to have mice in the society. Yeah. But the funniest thing, the one that makes me the most mad, but again, probably a compliment to the movie, is the fact that the two people, the dentist, the tooth shop lady and the candy guy, have learned to use the society to their advantage to be able to, as they say it in the French dub, rot the teeth of their fellow bear to make money.
See,
and they're completely smiled upon.
I agree with this.
Oh yeah.
When I was watching this and I was slowly putting two and two together, I thought, well, that's a nice subtle commentary on our modern society, on the evils of caring capitalism. When you're not just
that's a good
being
word.
a good
Caring
person while you're being a capitalist.
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, that's a cool way to do that. Subtly nice. And then they just come out and say it. It's like, wait, this is a plot point?
Yeah.
I thought this was just subtle. It's like, hey, look at this weird little cool thing. And then they don't go anywhere with it.
No.
And Leon has to learn this is how the world works, and this is how you're going to be successful.
And it's like, but he just wants to eat.
I just want candy. That's it.
Candy, man.
It's not like he's wanting to eat it all the time. He just
Like a certain bear.
Give him a Kit Kat and move on.
Yeah, it's not gonna kill you.
Give him a sweetheart.
Yeah. He's gonna learn, probably because his family was restrictive, that he's gonna go crazy as a teen because he's gonna rebel, and then he's going to go nuts with the candy.
Oh, believe me, I've seen that for a fact in my own life with people I know. That not personally in my own life.
Me personally, yeah.
That'd be like I've seen it where be like a family that I know who are very, very sweet, very godly family, where they did homeschool, they didn't do anything outside of the world, like Christian movies, Christian music, the whole bit. Their second son, which I've known since he was a little lad, be like, he went to college and he went nuts.
Yeah,
because he was never exposed to anything, and he just went nuts for a couple of years, and I think he finally got back on.
It takes a while.
It takes a while.
Calluses or protection against the evils of the world.
Yeah, when you're sheltered, kind of. I know.
Yeah, that's
it's not that it's not that sheltering
not for Leon.
is bad per se,
right?
But completely keeping them away from even the nicer things that the world can give. I understand keeping away from the evils of the world, but there's some other things out there that's not that bad.
No,
there has to be a balance.
Yeah. Oh, agreed.
It's being aware.
Yeah, there's I can use examples of my life. Be like there were points where like we want to do this or we wouldn't do that. Now, granted, we weren't a church going family. We go to church every once in a while. We talk about Jesus and the Bible every once in a while, but it wasn't like a focal point in our lives. Right. But it was more like it was kind of like this Christian worldview of things where minus me like I grew up watching Lethal Weapon and Die Hard. So I'd be like this whole thing of like only watching Christian movies or this or this and this never made any sense to me. But
and then you watch Adult Swim at night because you're trying to rebel.
Well, I mean that's when it was on and I had a television and anime.
Yeah.
Anime.
Oh my gosh, anime in my okay. Oh my gosh, Dragon Ball Z. Oh my gosh.
And the version of Dragon Ball Z we had was the cleaned up version. Yeah. Because you go back to the original, it's like, Roshi, you need help.
Oh, no.
You need Jesus.
Yeah.
You need Jesus. Oh my.
All right, calm down, Bildor.
Never forget what the first wish on the Dragon Ball was.
Wasn't it like for a boyfriend or something?
No.
It was panties?
The first wish was panties.
That's right. The pig.
Well, I mean, they were stopping Emperor Pilaf from taking over the world, and he barely got it out. And the only one who could get to it was Oolong, and Oolong, bless his heart, is a perv. Yeah. So, at least in the English version, it was the most comfortable pair of underwear. And it's like, okay, and it's still women's underwear that pops out because they didn't change the animation. So it's like,
They wouldn't
pop
out a pair of briefs,
Yeah.
It's not a diaper.
Anyway.
Moving right along.
Dig-a-doom.
Moving right
Jacob,
along.
are we on yours?
Yes, we are on my second dislike.
What's your second dislike?
My second hold on. Yes, my second dislike. So, kind of more of this social class thing that we were talking about earlier. Be like, I'm going to kind of focus on the dental aspect of it. Because we are told, because Celestine and her fellow orphans are collecting teeth for dentistry to become dentists, and that's the only way you can become a living. And be like, if you don't become a dentist, you're nothing. Be like, you're shunned. Be like, okay, then what? Then what are these mice doing out on these, building society?
I don't think that's...
With our molars? Be like, and so you're telling everybody you must be a dentist?
I don't think they're saying everybody has to be a dentist. I'm saying that because she came through the orphanage, her future was decided for her, probably by the Gray One,
Okay.
that she had to go into this field, and
Okay,
because
that
they're
makes sense
expecting
more.
her to be in that field.
Okay. So if I missed that aspect of it, I do apologize. But
That
it's
was
just
one
more,
thing I always
that's-
wondered,
yeah,
because
'cause
they
it's
had
more of a
like
class system.
shopkeepers and
Yeah.
they had like, I didn't really get the class system thing. Honestly, I didn't even, because like when you said it on the summary, I didn't even think about that. I was
Yeah.
like, I didn't see any classism stuff.
Well,
But
I
that
think
makes
it's the
sense with the
bears are
orphans.
meant to be the upper class, and the mice are meant to be the lower class.
Lower class.
yeah, but also you can see
How
more
did I not
like
get that?
you can see
It's
classism
so-
in both sections,
Oh.
primarily in the mice,
Mhm.
because
Mhm.
they have this high esteem for dentists, and like everybody else be like, you're just doing your job, but being a dentist is the highest esteem for any mouse. Be like,
Okay.
and so if you
Yeah,
don't become
that's true.
yeah, because if you become just a lower class worker, be like you're kind of doing the secondary thing.
Mhm.
Hmm.
So if you're not a dentist, you're not be like the
You're
echelons.
not the superstar.
Yeah, you're not the
Yeah.
superstar. You're not the
Because you're
echelons.
contributing to our society.
Yeah, you're
Mhm.
by
So you're
screwing teeth into people's gums.
nasty.
Nah.
Not even clean teeth, man. But
Yeah,
those
yeah,
dirty
not
teeth
even
keep it
clean
down.
teeth. It's
That's
something like
gross.
be like again, it's a bear's tooth to a mouse.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about
Yeah,
like
be
the
like
disease
bears.
bacteria.
No, they're like bear teeth are huge. Even a bear teeth. Be like, you're gonna be huge compared to a little mouse. So
They're
be
gonna
like
get
that should
sick.
take you like 4 or 5, like 4 teeth,
Mm.
Maybe
maybe,
one.
maybe one.
I mean, I did
Be
look
like,
up,
unless-
and I did look it up, and in real life, bears do eat mice.
Yes, they do.
Well, yeah.
I mean, it
Because
whatever
doesn't
they
have
can
to
get.
be. It doesn't have.
Um.
I wasn't sure if they ate mice generally, or if it was like as a major
It's-
food source.
It's a
or if it
midnight
was
snack.
Yeah,
It's a midnight
one
mouse
they can
snack.
get a
Whatever
hold
they can
of,
find.
but,
Yeah.
I think it's
They're
I think
omnivores,
it's
so I
Shere
think you can eat
Khan
anything.
from oh no, it's not Shere Khan, but what is it? No, it's a Scar.
Scar.
Scar from Lion King. He's just playing with the mouse, about to eat him, and then he gets
Well, yeah, but
interrupted.
Scar's a cat. That makes sense.
Oh yeah, sure. But it's
that's
a
sort of-
big apex predator.
Yes, but he's a big cat.
Yes.
Mhm. Honestly, a real lion probably wouldn't even fiddle with that. Too small. They
Probably
wouldn't
not.
Look at it.
But
That'd be more like an
Maybe.
ocelot or
Yeah,
something like that.
admittedly, Scar's meant to be the lesser brother in
Yeah.
Lion King. It's amazing that Mufasa didn't kill him originally, since that's what usually happens with other male lions in a pride.
Yeah, they kind
Oh,
of get
dude.
killed off.
Well, they kill.
Or
off
they, or they
the
run,
cubs,
or they're
too.
shoved off.
Yeah.
They kill all the cubs to be dead.
But
Anyway.
anyway, was that the end of your second like?
Yes.
The second dislike, I mean?
Yes.
Okay, the second dislike is and my brain just went.
It happens. Apparently, after a month, everything was over.
Yeah, I just
It feels like it. Notes.
notes. What are those?
On that screen, right next to you.
I have notes.
It goes from trivia to Batman. Okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, so he doesn't write down his.
I don't
his
write down my likes and dislikes. I haven't
I
in
had
years.
to, yeah. I have it.
Because most of the time I remember it or it comes up. It's like, oh yeah, I like that. That's a good point.
I
know.
lose track if I don't do like bullet
Yeah.
points of what I'm supposed to talk about.
But
Otherwise, I go into tangents and just rattle off stuff. No, this movie don't go into tangents. Never mind.
no,
Over 2,000 rants.
my second dislike is the fact that while Ernest and Celestine seem to be good people who've been kind of forced into being thieves, you get right down to it.
Yeah, fair.
Ernest kind of jumps into it a little faster than I expected. Because, I mean, you see him coming through, it's like he tries to perform for some money so he can go with food. When that's taken from him, and then he's charged because he's got
And
5
then he
days to
eats
pay
the
off.
paper.
He eats the
Takes
paper,
the
and then he
Garbage,
goes through the trash of like 7 different trash cans.
Which is just
You
brilliant.
can't find any trash to eat. So it's like, and he's pretty much just given up until Celestine says, "Hey, instead of eating me, I can show you where where there's lots of food that you can eat your fill." And it's right out. It's right next to them, where he was a second ago. He could have thought he could get in there somehow, but he doesn't even act like it. It's just weird to me how quickly Ernest goes from, oh, you could open the window? Well, then I'm just going to gorge myself on all this food. I get that he's hungry and starving, and once the food is available to him, he kind of forgets where he is. But it was just at that point, it's like, these are our heroes, folks.
And they steal.
And they kind of steal a lot. It's because it's not just the candy that he goes and gorges himself on. And let's not forget, the shopkeeper knew him by name.
Yeah.
That's true.
So
Yeah,
more
they
than
knew each
likely,
other.
Ernest knew him too.
Yeah.
Oh,
And there was no asking or begging or anything. It was like, no. And he really didn't give it a second thought that he jumped in when he jumped into the basement of this place, and then didn't think, maybe I need to get out before he comes looking for more inventory. And then you get to where they're stealing the teeth later on. It's like that's a smart idea, but at the same time, it's like,
how many thousands of dollars was
no other mouse has thought of trying to break into the dentist shop.
That's a good point. Maybe they just never saw it. But at the same time, it says industry process.
But then how did she know about it? You know what I mean? Like if they hadn't seen it before.
She saw
it when she was across the street from it.
Right.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah,
and then
the shops are parallel
and then
from
you
each
got
other.
the fact that you're sending out these little kids. Basically, I'm going to assume she's about
orphan thieves.
I'm going to assume she's like a preteen, basically, like maybe around 12, 13, if you're going by human maturity levels. And you're saying, okay, you are going to go risk your life among these bears that you've been told to be scared of for your entire childhood.
Who will eat
you. To go and steal their teeth and then come back down. We're not ever going to send adults up to do this because they're too old and slow and will get caught. But you will be survived.
And you have to have a quota.
And you have a quota.
You got to meet a quota.
And it's like, wow, this is awfully Industrial Revolution of you, movie. That's not something kids run into nowadays. I'm sitting there going, obviously you're teaching a moral lesson here.
Yeah, child labor.
It's child labor.
But it's more of an apprenticeship, actually.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, but it's child labor.
It's child labor.
It's child labor.
Bubble!
I'm just sitting there going, our heroes have they're not really, this is not a movie I would show to kids to go, be like Celestine and be like Ernest, because that could be easily mistaken as go and steal things.
Go steal.
Yeah.
What I would be meaning is be nice and friendly and accepting of each other for their differences. And that's what I would more mean, not go and steal teeth.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
It leads to a conversation that might be awkward.
Yeah.
Right.
Agreed.
This is a movie that you need to... this is not a movie I would sit my kids down, if I had kids, and just let them watch and me go off to another room to go do something else. No, this is... We're going to sit down, we're going to watch this, and then we're going to talk about it later.
Yeah.
But I have a bad feeling... I have a bad feeling that this is also the kind of movie some parents would let babysit their kids for a couple hours.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand that, because you can't, adults got to do things while they're watching the kids. I get that. But, I don't know, this seems like this is not the movie you go and say, here are the people you're supposed to be looking up to. Here are the heroes that I want you to base your life on. This doesn't seem like it's that kind of movie. Because there's just so much, they have to show the darker side so that these characters will grow.
Yeah.
funny?
I do enjoy the industrial angle viewpoint, like Industrial Revolution kind of thing. It's, based in the early 20th century. Yeah. Like late 18th century.
Industrial
Revolution era. Where you do have child labor, quote unquote. It's an internship. But you're not risking your life to go get teeth from another species in which you've been,
which your life's in danger.
You've been programmed to be like weary of because they'll eat you. And be like, obviously this is not her first rodeo with
you're
bears.
you're just carrying gunpowder to the cannon on the naval ship that you've been on for the past 6 months.
I do like that angle. But it does have this more Industrial Revolution era vibe to it. Cars were just becoming a thing, very little. The van was interesting. It's okay, but that's more of like a 1940s 40s,
I
1990s.
I don't think this
Maybe
was meant
sell
to
it.
be a specific time
No,
period.
I
It was
get it.
It's not a
pulling,
specific
It's
era.
pulling
pulling aspects from multiple time
Oh,
periods.
agreed.
Because it's meant to be somewhat timeless.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like our TAS Batman the Animated Series.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a hybridization of different.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's got this 50s vibe, but a 90s vibe at the same time.
Yeah. 1900s era.
Yeah, 1900s veer.
With
Yeah.
vehicles from the 1930s.
Yeah.
And a radio that looks like it's from 1920.
Sitting next to a giant computer the size of a 5-story building.
Yeah. Definitely 50s, 60s
The
vibe
Bat
to it.
computer.
Imagine
Oh,
the
yeah.
size of those vacuum tubes.
Oh my word. Yeah.
As we do an AI episode. Not this week, but we've done it.
Yeah.
What was it called? Hard Act?
Hard Act.
Hard act.
Hard Act.
Yeah.
Hard Act's going to come up when we get to the Batman episode, by the way.
That's true.
That's a cool one. That one freaked me out as a kid, but like
But,
in a good way, because it was
anyway.
like, oh.
Anyway, do we have anything else we need to add to this before we rate the film?
Sorry. I love how it has lots of Ghibli
Oh, yeah.
parallels. to
Yeah, I
it.
agree.
Like the childhood whimsy, the part where the little kid goes poke, 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 and you see
Yeah.
Ernest kind of warble. That's
Yeah.
like almost a direct nod to Totoro when
Yeah,
when
very
May's
much
poking
Totoro.
his tail, or like playing with the tadpoles. I always, for some
Yeah.
reason, I always remember that scene with May in the old dub. She would smile and she called them golly wollypogs. I always thought that was really cute. Well, tadpole. But yeah, it's just got that, childhood thing, or the big storm that they have in Ernest and Celestine, and then in Totoro, May's like, Daddy, I'm afraid that the storm's gonna blow the house down. Just cute little things that you experience as a child.
Yeah, it's be like, speaking of that, it does have there's a lot of parallels with My Neighbor Totoro in this film.
Oh, yeah.
Like so many, like the storm, the characteristics, and more like Totoro himself. He's this big bus, or he's
Yeah.
he's a big bus.
He is a
And,
bus.
But he's not the cat bus.
He's not the cat bus,
Yeah.
but he's big.
Yeah.
He's big, so he's like Ernest, but there's no thievery or anything. It's just more like whimsical adventure. It's got the
Their cat
same
bus is
vibe,
a
but it's
fan.
got more of this down to earth grittiness to it,
Yeah.
which I love.
It's got a lot more physical comedy too.
It
The
does.
physical comedy is great.
Yeah,
Yes.
agreed. And there's so many little comedy bits throughout this entire thing. Both me and Ashley and I were busting a gut at some point, like, oh my gosh, they did that. Oh my gosh, that's genius. But yeah, this movie's brilliant.
Mhm.
So I think we need to rate this, shall we?
We do
Ooh,
need to
okay.
rate this.
Do you
Steph,
give it
what
out
do
of
you...
10 or out of 5?
It
or
is
what's the-
from 0 to 10, rounded to the nearest 0.5.
Got it. Okay. I'm gonna say for me, it's a 9 out of 10.
Okay.
And that's just only because, some of the dubbing sometimes is a little weird, like I said. But, nothing's perfect. I just like it.
I don't
a
know.
lot.
Totoro was pretty close.
Totoro,
I
yeah.
need to rewatch Totoro. Totoro. But yeah.
Jacob?
I'm gonna give this a 9.5. I absolutely adore this movie, from animation, story, to they're like, yeah, you can nitpick a movie to death, but at the exact same time, you cannot just gloss over the brilliance of everything in this film. That just again, if you have not watched this film, people, go find it.
Watch it.
Feel like it's on Tubi.
It's real good.
It's on Tubi. You can go find a physical copy. Yeah, it's free to watch. So go watch this. This is brilliant. And I mean, again, Steph, thank you so much for making this a patron pick and bringing it to our lives. And hopefully many others will listen to us and have it'll spark their interest in the film and go watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
I'm giving it a 9. It's a good, fun, little wholesome film. I think everyone should watch it. I think the only reason I'm taking it off, taking a point off, is just because it's not perfect. There's probably some little piddling things. We've talked about some of them. And some small like world building issues, but I mean, for the most part, it's fine the way it is.
Oh.
So yeah, I give it a 9 because it's a good, fun film.
Well,
You get a point off because we don't know where the other animals are in this universe. That's the point.
That's not
it's isolated.
It's not why that point's coming off, but
Yeah.
I'm sitting there going, where are the cats?
Where are the other animals? They have birds.
Because literally, my thought was, when I realized that mice were a problem for these bears, I thought, so why aren't you hiring the cat exterminators to come in and take care of the mice?
But they have
Bear.
a statue of a bunny and a gopher right in front of the dentistry.
That is
Or
true.
whatever. Where are they? You know,
Yes.
That's true. I mean, like, there's a lot of lore that's not explained in this film. But I mean, I think
And I'll admit, part of me is like, I'm thinking, like, I want this to be like Zootopia. So it's not supposed to be Zootopia.
no, it's not Zootopia.
It's not. You're not dealing with the great wild outdoors put in New York
Right.
City. You're dealing with this one village
Mhm.
that
Well,
happens to
village is
house primarily bears and primarily mice.
Mhm.
And if there are any other sentient animals in this
You
village,
just don't see them.
They
you
just
just
not
don't
here.
see them.
Yeah.
They're not important to the story, so we
Yeah.
didn't include them.
Yeah.
Which is
And
fine.
I think based on the books, this lore is completely only the movie. Like, I don't think any of this is in the books. I don't think.
Oh, okay.
Well,
That's
I
my
have to look
guess.
that up.
I suspect the books may have a reason to not introduce other animal species till later. So.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And that's
I feel
just
like
not what this, and because this movie is primarily, I'm assuming, based off of the first book, they focused on what the first book was able to handle, which
Yeah.
the first book probably only handled the bear and the mouse.
Probably.
Pretty much, yeah.
Probably. I'd be like,
I think you're right.
I enjoy this film for its flaws and everything. I think all our dislikes were more like superficial in some
Yeah,
ways.
exactly.
It
yeah.
definitely wasn't one of these like
It's one of those where we had to come up with things.
It wasn't
Yeah,
Leo the
It's
Lion
real hard.
No, it was not Leo the Lion.
because we have reviewed films where it's like
Come
okay,
back next week.
Oh my
for
god!
it won't be hard for us at all to come up with
No, oh my
dislikes.
gosh! Be like, I'm not kidding. For our next film, which is the Gumby film, which
Yeah.
you can find on Pluto TV.
Gonna be a pookie. Gonna be a pookie.
So be like, I literally started making notes on my iPad, like watching this because I don't know where the story's going. I'm like, oh, okay. Greedy capitalist bankers want to do this, but they're scientists for some reason. It's like, what's going on? Who are these
It's
square
like
guys?
stuff just happens. It's not
We'll
really
get
a
there.
storyline.
Yeah, we'll get there when we get there. But
Anyway, before we get off on another tangent,
what, this show?
we
Tangents? No.
have an intermission.
We do.
We have to pay some bills, or not really pay bills, but we do have to we do have to promote some other people's
Yes.
before we continue. So why don't we go ahead and do that?
Yes.
All right.
This podcast is a proud member of Culture Box. Whether you enjoy geeky reviews, comedy, or original fiction, you can open up the Culture Box and find something excellent for your soul. Point your web browser to culturebox.media.
This week we suggest checking out the Monster Island Film Vault.
Thanks, Nate.
Hey, kaiju lovers, are you looking for a podcast that's a fun listen and takes big monsters seriously? Then check out the Monster Island Film Vault, a podcast seeking entertainment and enlightenment through tokusatsu. Join host and film curator Nate Marchand and his rotating roster of guest hosts as they take an academic yet fun deep dives into the wild world of giant monster films and TV, discussing their artistic merits or lack thereof, and their historical and cultural context, giving you a greater appreciation for an underappreciated genre. You'll hear about Godzilla, King Kong, Gamera, and more, while also getting a crash course in Toku topics, ranging from history to sociology to science. Along the way, you'll hear audio drama segments chronicling Nate's many misadventures on Monster Island with a colorful cast of characters like his intrepid producer, Jimmy from NASA. So pay a visit to the Monster Island Film Vault at monsterislandfilmvault.com. Here's a fun fact. When Ernest was running through the mouse village, I think that technically constitutes in that context
Yeah, it does.
a kaiju.
It's definitely a kaiju, so, hey, Nate, you want to review this film? We'll do it.
I mean, it's only one scene, but
Yeah, but still.
You can review that scene if you want.
Well, technically, anytime the mice go into the bear's world, it's literally kaiju.
kind of,
But it's
yeah.
bear. It's, very...
Anyway.
Yeah, bears.
The Cellcast would also like to thank the following patrons: Ashley and Francisco Ruiz.
Hi,
Roy. PaulJPowers.com. the Monster Island Film Vault.
Hi, Nate.
And ArtsieSteph.
Yay!
If you would like to have your name shouted out on the show, some special art from Jacob, or in uncut episodes, you can donate to us at the $5 level for that. Or if on top of that you want to be like Steph here and force us to review something within reason, you can donate at the $10 level for that purpose. And much like Steph here, you can actually be on the episode too if you want. So go and donate to us there. What were you about to say, Steph?
It's fun.
Also, go check out our Redbubble store for merch and t-shirts and stickers and anything else that you can purchase on there. Go check out Jacob whenever he finally gets back onto streaming, whenever that is, on at Like an Artist.
So it looks like I may be doing an Etsy store at some point.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
And
Arts.
then not
prints and stickers.
Not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow, join me on Tuesday nights on the Cellcast Gaming Twitch channel and anywhere else you find us streaming, as I will be returning to Dragon Quest III. So join us for that. Also, I may be doing a short Bible study before playing, so keep an eye out for that.
Nice.
I am vengeance. I am the night. I am
Better than.
There is a song the good folks sing.
Good night. Batman the Animated Series.
Can you make someone go deaf with that? Ow!
Shadow of the Bats, Parts 1 and 2.
Oh my gosh. Love these episodes.
First aired September 13th, 1993 and September 14th, 1993.
Girl.
Oh my gosh. I was 2
There's
years
actually
old.
a Batgirl variant of the theme that's slightly different than the way you did it.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
This
Really?
is season 3, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Batgirl. I don't remember the whole thing.
Cute.
Production episodes 57 and 58 and broadcast episodes 61 and 62.
Yes.
Both episodes were directed by Frank Parr and written by Bryn Stevens. In these episodes, when Commissioner Gordon is framed for taking bribes from Rupert Thorne, his daughter Barbara pleads with Batman to show up at a rally being put on in Commissioner's behalf. But when Batman disappears after finding the person behind the frame-up, Barbara takes matters into her own hands as Batgirl. Batman has been captured by Two-Face and his gang, leaving Robin to do the investigation behind Commissioner Gordon's framing. However, Robin will find an unusual partner in Batgirl, who is also on the path to clear her father's name, and the information she has uncovered about acting Commissioner Gil Mason will help them on their quest. Getting into the trivia for this episode, this is the first appearance of Batgirl in the series, but not the first appearance of Barbara Gordon, as she did appear in 2 previous episodes. This is the first time in the series Batman uses the alias of Matches Malone. This is the first appearance of Janet Van Dorn in the series. Tim Matheson and John Vernon were both in National Lampoon's Animal House, and they were on this episode. Lastly, Gil Mason is never seen or mentioned on the television series ever again. Either he never wakes from his coma, or has lost his memory, because if he does wake up with his memory intact, his first act more than likely would be to reveal that Barbara Gordon and Batgirl are one and the same.
That is true.
And this never happens.
Yeah.
Nope.
So, yeah. What are your thoughts on this episode? Steph, why don't you start us off?
Thank you. One, I have not watched a Batman animated series episode in a long time. So I forgot how much I love the intro and like all the orchestrals and everything through it. I got a little itty bitty nitpicks that of course I think of for the art version. One is with I think it's Gil specifically. He's got blue eyes, then he's got black eyes, then he's got blue eyes. Same thing with is it who's the mobster guy? I forget.
Rupert Thorne.
Rupert Thorne.
Oh, yeah.
The big
Same
one?
thing.
The big guy?
Black eyes, blue eyes, black eyes. It's funny, like the weird like details that like, or like when Gil was right in front, all of a sudden you'd see like his irises, and it was a little off-putting. But anyway, basically in that show, Batman has the absolute worst luck ever, but his disguise was pretty good. His little Matches Malone get up was,
Mhm.
was pretty funny. That, and I was very suddenly cracking up at the main goon guy with the big giant teeth. That was,
The Beaver
that
Man.
was-
Yeah.
The Beaver Man! It
What
was
was
great.
funny is that after when what's his name, the detective Bullock.
Yeah,
But
but
when Bullock says, "Batgirl, what's next? Weasel Woman?" And like the next shot is of this guy with his big buck teeth. It's like, well,
my
I don't know about
God.
Weasel Woman, but
That's-
there's
that's
Weasel
just
Man.
perfect.
Weasel Man! Duke Weaselton.
Duke Wessel.
That's Wesselton.
Not if it's Zootopia, it's Weaselton.
Yes, it's Weasel Town, actually.
Weasel
Is it
Town.
Weasel Town? Oh, okay, got it. Who knows? But
Anyway,
yes. So yeah, for that episode, yes, that was. But yeah, it was good. It still cracks me up that the main thing for both of these episodes is Barbara no, Barbara yes.
yes.
Yeah, Barbara, you
Yep.
can't do this. Barbara, okay, yeah, I can. Watch
Apparently.
me.
Watch me.
Watch me.
Yeah, it was me like it was. I do find I do remember this watching as a kid because there again I'm not that old. I remember watching this and it's like, wow, okay, this is cool. And now as an adult, I appreciate it more. And it's like, yeah, this is just a great episode. Like you have like Batman really isn't in these episodes. Not really. Like he's
Not
more in the
really.
background. Be like it's more heavy Barbara as Batgirl than Robin.
And Robin trying to do the detective.
Yeah, Robin trying to be the detective. And I can't remember. This is Dick Grayson. Yeah, this is Dick
Yeah,
Grayson.
this is Dick Grayson.
Yeah, this is Dick Grayson.
I don't think in any of the animated series until like you start getting to after the animated series ended do we get the other Robin.
No,
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
in
It's the
season
Adventures of Batman.
in season 4, season 3, it's
Depending on which list
yeah.
you're looking at.
yeah, because I
Yeah.
remember it's they obviously skip Jason Todd. They go right into
Of course, we killed him.
Tim Drake. Yeah.
yeah, they go into Tim Drake.
Just saying, the audience
Can't
killed
do the red.
the
hood
audience
guy.
killed
That's
Jason
not
Todd.
good.
So
That is
The
true.
audience killed Jason Todd.
Yeah, just
It's
like yeah, read
terrifying.
Batman: The Adventures Continue. And like apparently they go into that.
That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
They do Tim Drake.
Yeah, it's Tim Drake. But it's like yeah, I really enjoy because you have this very interesting dynamic between Barbara and Dick throughout the entire thing. And like be like he's more like, what are you doing here? You know how to do this. And be like we see throughout the course of the show or this episode and the previous episodes that Barbara can handle herself.
yeah.
Be like she's been be like her father. Be like hey,
Super gymnastics.
yeah, super gymnastics. She knows she knows about defense and combat. It's like yeah, she can handle herself.
She
She's
does
not.
pretty good on the investigation. Too.
That is true. She's a little Batgirl that can handle herself, and I really enjoy they handle it like that.
Mhm.
It's not she's the damsel in distress who needs help and Batman bails her out all the time. But I really enjoy the dynamic between Batgirl and Robin, and
Yeah, it's cute.
when be like Batman, it's more like okay, what are you doing here? At least get to the surface. But like we're gonna try to get this done, and be like he's not completely dismissive of her first. But then you realize, be like, oh, I'd be like, I think she'd be another good partner because she kind of handled herself with this.
Mhm.
And it's more be like, it's a daughter trying to save her father's career and his life. And be like, I think it'd be like if you're dealing with family, you do about much anything, including dressing up as a bat.
Yeah.
I still love the reason that she exists is because she was cosplaying as Batman and someone yoinked her hair out of the costume.
Yeah, because it plucked out, there's red hair. It's like, what?
Mhm.
But I really enjoyed this episode. I've always, be like, when I was a kid, I was like, oh, that's cool, it's Batgirl.
Yeah.
Be like, there again, I never
I know
watched
them.
Batman 66, 68, whatever it is.
It's 66. Batgirl shows up in season 3.
Yeah,
played
so I
by,
never watched that.
Played by Yvonne Craig, who is more well known, at least in many circles, as being the first Orion slave girl.
Oh,
Star
that's
Trek?
right.
So, I mean, she has the looks.
That's true.
But,
Like, overall, I'd be like, I enjoyed the mess of this episode. It's fun. Because there again, you're introduced to a new, like, not a new character, but a variant of an older character. And, because I love how, like, definitely in this series, they sprinkle in, like, they introduce a character, and it's, okay, what is she gonna do? Because there again, like, when you're a kid, and you're being introduced to the world of DC Comics and, that kind of universe, you have no idea who these characters are.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And it's just like, okay, that's Batgirl. Because there again, I didn't watch Batman 66. So, yeah, so that was my first introduction to Batgirl. That's how, if I draw Batgirl, that's how I draw Batgirl.
Yep.
So, I thoroughly enjoyed it because, again, you get with this sleazy underbelly of Crime Alley with, what's his name again? The big bass? Huh?
Thorn or Two-Face?
Thorn. Like Thorn and Two-Face.
Yeah.
You have these multiple threats going on, and Batman, or Bruce, is like, he's handling himself fine, because he knows he's Batman. He can get out of anything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Batman.
Yeah, exactly. I'm Batman.
I'm Batman. She even lowers her voice, if you
Yes,
notice.
she does. She does a little
I
octave.
didn't notice. Oh, that's
Yeah.
funny. I didn't even notice
It's
that.
like, no, I'm not who you...
Oh, how cute.
Where do you come from? Where do you go? What is your scene, baby? We just gotta know. That girl, that girl, that girl.
I just had to share that.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. I love it.
That is fun. That is a little fun
cute.
little... What, that's from the...
That's from the 1960s show.
Okay, that's the 60s.
That
That's
was
what I
her
thought. 'Cause
little
That sounds
theme
like
song.
60s.
Cute.
Very cool. But
Oh.
I really enjoy it because you have the villain line, you have where Bruce is,
Mhm.
you have Commissioner Gordon, all these different angles are merging together, and it's where Barbara can handle herself, and I enjoy a strong female character. I enjoy it. I enjoy this tremendously. What are your thoughts over here?
So, did anyone else notice that when Two-Face had his eyes closed, one of his eyes didn't close?
No.
It didn't have an eyelid.
Oh yeah, that makes
No,
sense.
I
It
didn't
makes
notice
sense,
that.
but here's the thing. I am 90% certain in previous episodes, when he closed his eyes,
Oh,
that
you're
eye
right.
had a lid.
You're right. it
But
did
in
have a
this
lid.
one, not only did it not have a lid, they animated the eye moving where it would underneath the lid if it were there.
Yeah, because the eyes just
so you
rolled
know
down.
where he's looking. And it's like,
Gross.
and I'm sitting there going, your eye must hurt so bad
Yeah,
right
it was
now.
Like, it was
It never get it being so dried
It would be
out.
dry, it would probably
And
Eye drops, please. Okay. Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
like this.
I just
It's
watching it going.
I have this sneaking suspicion because Drew doesn't like he has sympathy pains for people.
Oh, sure.
And it's like that. It's like, ow!
I wear contacts.
There.
I have
I get glasses.
had incidents with putting the contacts in before, so
And
I'm
they've done that.
aware
Oh,
of
yeah.
certain pains.
Yes.
And dry eyes,
Are the worst.
especially when it's been dry probably since for at least a day.
Mhm.
It's gonna be like, ow,
Oh, it's gonna be really bad.
Two-Face, ow,
Yeah.
you need to get this fixed.
Yeah,
I know,
you like,
I know it's
like,
your shtick, but
I'm about to say, be like, yeah, Bruce has offered to give you that. I know you're crazy in the
skin
brain,
graft.
but
Yes.
yeah, I would take the offer, bro.
I didn't realize this was going to be a Two-Face episode until I watched it. So
Yeah.
that was nice. It was another Two-Face episode.
Yeah.
Because to me, this is my Two-Face. Because I
Yeah.
didn't grow up with him in the comics.
Agreed.
This is where I
Sure.
met him. And he wasn't in the 66 show,
Mm-hmm.
And he's voiced
even
by.
though he was
hold
going
on.
to be. Bull from Night Court. That's what's
right.
funny
it's
to
Bull
me.
from Fortnite. That's right. That's right.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I did not connect it until now. Thank you. That's
Yeah.
Yeah,
funny.
and
Bull.
until he
I
mentioned it, I was like, wait a
Th-
minute.
That's
Oh,
that's
yeah,
one of the
you're-
things
That
in
is
reviewing
so
this
funny.
has amazed me is when you're looking at like who's playing this person. Oh, it's this television star from the last 30 years that you don't even recognize that's who it is.
Uh-huh.
And then when you
The
find
guy
out,
who
you go,
voices the penguin
oh.
is the writer of like all the old Muppet music.
Yeah.
Paul Williams.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Um.
cool.
Anyway, we'll be
Oh.
here all day if I can go back off on that topic. But yeah, this was at least y'all pretty much covered like a lot of a lot of what's to talk about in this episode. I did enjoy getting Batgirl in here. I was expecting. I think I literally said on both the previous episodes when Barbara Gordon was there, I kept thinking, "Is this the Batgirl episode?"
That's what I kept thinking.
Because every time it's like it felt like it could lead to her having to go take up the mantle, and
Yeah.
it didn't. It's like, quit teasing us, television series. Give me Batgirl.
building
And now
up.
we
It's
finally
building
got
up.
Batgirl.
Yeah.
So I also noticed one thing about this, because Batgirl originally was introduced in Batman 66, right?
I think she predates Batman 66. I think she's in the comics before then.
Possibly. I think
I
so.
will do a
Okay.
quick Google search
Yeah,
and find out.
What used to be
Google.
like she made her debut in the TV show, but simultaneously they put her in the comics.
I'm looking it up.
That would be
as we
smart.
speak.
Yeah, but what I understand be like this design they do in this episode is an homage to her outfit in the Batman 66.
Okay,
It's just
Okay.
it's more
Okay,
90s updated.
Batgirl. I'm not convinced I'm looking at the right Wikipedia, but this is like the worst Wikipedia entry I've ever seen.
The word.
Because it just says Batgirl is a fictional superhero appearing in DC Comics and serves as a partner to Batman, and then the only picture they have is a cosplay of someone as Batgirl.
Wow.
It's like,
That is
that is
terrible.
the worst.
That's amazing. That's amazing how bad that is. Wow. It's the
Okay,
typo. Is the
that
first
was
typo.
not the official Wikipedia. I just
I
realized
have to
that.
say, like,
But Google did lie to me. So,
of course Google's gonna lie.
she did originally appear in Batman number 139 in April of 1961.
Oh, okay.
So it does predate
It
the
does
show by
okay.
5 years.
I gotcha.
Gotcha. And the work
For some reason, I had heard be like she was made for the TV show, and they
There's
inserted her in the comics. So
That I get that.
Yeah.
And that sort of rumor pops along
It
television
does.
stuff all
well,
the time.
that makes that
But-
clears up everything.
Yeah. But yeah, this is a good fun episode, and I'm still looking forward to where we go from here, which I don't have the list up in front of me.
Which is part 2.
Well, we did both part 1 and part 2. So.
Yeah.
Weird.
Next Batman episodes we are watching, and I have to move up to where they are because I haven't moved these down yet. We've got Harley and Ivy and
Yeah, so-
Blind as a Bat are the
That's
next
another-
Batman episodes.
That's
we'll
another
review.
good
Gotcha.
one.
So join us for that. Just so everyone is aware, in the next 1, 2, 3, 4. After the next 4 episodes, which, about the time Bat Movie Month now ends, Jacob and I are going to be taking a short break from Batman the Animated Series because this show is long.
It is
This is
very long.
And as much as we are
4 seasons.
as much as
And
we're
then you have
enjoying it, we need something to cleanse the palate.
Yes.
So
Even though it's a good palette, it's
Yes.
very good on the palate. Just need to clean it a little bit.
yes, we need to clean it out, so we're back in shape. So, at that time, we're going to be jumping into the anime Outlaw Star.
Ooh, I
Yeah.
liked that one as a
Mhm.
kid.
So join us for that when we
That's
get
a
to it.
funky one.
But that's that's not for another. So pretty much to the end of Bad Movie Month. So
Yeah.
as we're
Can I
getting
make
into
one
Halloween,
last comment? Oh, sorry.
go ahead.
Oh, about the Shadow of the Bat Part 2. Was not the tunnel scene the most convoluted thing ever?
Yeah. I agree.
Because there's a lot of times where I was watching that and they're going
Longest
through walls. I'm
drowning
like,
ever.
but why are you going through walls?
Well,
You could have
But
just
why
come out
though?
this little area right over
Why
here.
Yeah.
though? Yeah. Yep.
And
Longest
also,
drowning ever.
also that car is just not buoyant enough that it still didn't get. It's still able to sit on the tracks and
Yeah.
roll along with it. It's like, no, I'm fairly certain it might have floated by that point.
Yeah, it would have picked it up. 'Cause water is dense; it'll pick up anything.
Yeah, it's like I know that there's a lot, and Batman left a lot of air in that cart when he finally got the door closed.
Mhm.
So I don't think it works that way.
No,
Not
it's
quite.
cartoon logic.
It's like, okay,
Buy it.
that's
Buy
fine.
it.
I won't dig too
It's
deep
fine.
into that.
Everything's fine.
How are you?
I mean, fine, how are you?
Batman and Robin aren't drowned. No, they miraculously survived and went through a wall.
They were-
Multiple walls, multiple
Multiple walls.
concrete walls,
Oh my.
And this is a normal trolley cart.
and it's never dented.
Never until
It's
Never.
made out of
Until it-
titanium.
It's just,
yeah,
It gets
It
stuck
just
in the
falls.
wall. That's all we know.
yeah. Then eventually it
it
falls
didn't
out.
rip in half. Would not it have ripped in half if it was sticking out a wall and all that weight?
Yeah, but it
should
fall
have.
apart. Should have.
Also,
but apparently how they made and back in the day is really sturdy, but apparently this is like indestructible.
Apparently.
It's titanium.
Yeah.
Also, they show that the acting commissioner, who's actually the bad guy, discovers Barbara's secret,
identity,
that she's Batgirl. They didn't show Batman and Robin ever learning that, but they hint in the last scene that they all know everything.
Yeah, they know it's Barbara, even though they never
discover that.
She only is covering 20% of her face.
Yeah,
and Commissioner Gordon, her dad, never figures it out.
Well, no one can figure it out.
But by comic book logic, once the mask is on, nobody can recognize it.
Hypnoglasses.
It's hypnoglasses. Yes,
hypnoglasses. There we go. There we go.
But here's the thing: Batman and Robin also should not know who she is unless off-screen they all revealed all this to each other. And so either A, we missed that scene, which I consider a crime. Or B, they don't know who they are, and this just happens to be like, oh yeah, we think she's going to show up again, don't you? Oh yeah, I think she's going to show up. I can guarantee it.
Well, also, we're dealing with the world's greatest detective of Batman.
Batman can figure it out, but I'm
certain he can figure out who she is very quickly.
I'm not saying he couldn't figure it out.
Dick Grayson, maybe not. But
what I'm saying is, we need the confrontation scene. It's like, okay, you're on the team. Here's the password to the Batcave.
Here's the Wi-Fi password.
Here's the Wi-Fi password. Here's how you get in. Here.
Don't mess with Ace.
I'm just gonna. Alfred knows who you are now. You know where Bruce and Dick. Also, we're not like that.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that little.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway. That brings us to the end of this episode. Thank you once again, Steph, for joining us on this episode of the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, this was a blast. Thank you again for bringing this little gem into our sphere.
We'll have to get you on for another episode.
Exactly, and
even if it's not a patron pick.
Yeah, and bring. I would say, because you always bring very interesting picks. Mm-hmm. Be like, if you come on, just let us know and just like pick something really interesting, and we'll watch it.
Or maybe we'll have something we think she might be interested in.
Exactly. And she might be like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. Or like, are you like, you don't know Artist and Celestine, do you? Like, this is not a good movie. And Drew's like, yeah, it's really good. And Artie's like, no, this is not good.
We need drama.
The drama. It's like, I have a pretty decent artistic sense.
Fair. He's a graphic designer. Give me credit there.
I at least have an eye for what things are supposed to look like.
Yeah, that's true.
My opinion on story may differ, but it happens.
No, yeah, anytime, hey, you know me, I'm up for anything. Anytime you want me to hop in, let me know.
Anyway, thank you once again. Steph, why don't you go ahead and tell us where we can find you online?
Okay, cool. So on places like Instagram, Facebook, and also Patreon, it's ArtsieSteph, 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 and usually ArtsieSteph Art. For some reason, people don't use that username as much, so if you Google ArtsieSteph, you'll find me. So
there you go. Alrighty.
This was so much fun.
In the meantime, I guess then, this has been Drew.
This is Jiggin.
And ArtsieSteph.
And we'll catch you in the next frame.
To follow Jacob and Drew's individual internet exploits, check out the Linktree links in the show notes. You can
I'll get that made eventually.
@cellcastpodcast@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter or X @cast_cell. Follow our Facebook page, The Cellcast Podcast, and join our Facebook group, The Cell Nation, our YouTube channel, Cellcast, and our Rumble channel, The Cellcast Gaming. You can join us every Friday night at 7 p.m. Central for our live recordings of our episodes on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, and Rumble. You can also join Drew on those same streaming channels on Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. Central for gaming streams. You can listen to our podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or anywhere else fine podcasts can be downloaded from. Please rate and review us where you found us. Our theme song is Drop and Roll by Silent Partner. Our bad movie theme is It's Party Time by Gregory Snegoff. with additional audio from the film Titanic: The Legend Goes On. And remember, that's Cell with a single L.
Holy Toledo, Batman, that's a lot of marshmallows.
Toledo is next week. Because that's what Pokey likes to say.
Thump, 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 thump.
Also next week.
If it hadn't been for you, I would be now in someone else's digestion.
You know there's something you should know, so I'm gonna tell you so.
It's Bad Movie Month on the Cellcast.
Don't sweat it, forget it, enjoy the show. Working all day, now it's time to unwind. Kick back, relax, take a load off your mind. I'll be busting the moves and I'll be busting the rhymes. We'll be busting up laughing cause it's party time. Everybody's feeling fine cause it's party time. Party time, party time. Everybody's feeling fine cause it's party time. Party time, party time. Everybody's feeling fine cause it's party time. Party time, party time. Everybody's feeling fine cause it's party time. Party time, everybody's feeling fine cause it's party time.
Oh my gosh. It's been a year, but it's still ingrained in my head.